nitpicky, but Brian, along the lines of wild speculations, the last thing I want to talk about wild speculations is all of the craziness that has seemed to be swirling around Spielberg over the last decade. For whatever reason, it seemed to come out of nowhere. And I'm going to investigate that more of when did those rumors really start? And if it did come from other people, one person, other people just started picking that up. But with working closely with Heather's family, do you mind just taking a moment to explain what their experience was with him? Because I feel bad with these blinds that have been put out there. It made me think such a bad way. And I feel like I was brainwashed. So just any insight from somebody who would actually know would be very helpful if you're open to that.
Yeah, no problem. I don't understand exactly why Spielberg has become such a target online. I still try to figure out because I mean, this is a guy who's got such a great reputation within the business. And as you know, nowadays nobody's safe. So I mean, it's like, if you're Bill Cosby or anyone, if you're the king of Hollywood, if any dirt comes out about you, you're going to be exposed. I mean, that's kind of just how the world is now. So I mean, with Spielberg, there's never been anything. And he's just, especially when it comes to kids, I mean, he's got such a big history and a relationship with children throughout his career, movies like, Close Encounters of the Third Kind and E.T. and Jurassic Park. I mean, we worked with so many child actors and there's never been anything other than just like amazing stories being told. So it's kind of a weird thing why, I mean, I don't know if maybe it's the Jewish thing. I'm not sure what makes him such a target for people to try to say that he's a bad guy. Because I mean, within the industry and even within the community, because I mean, I live in Los Angeles and he lives here as well. And you kind of hear stories and I've, had a lot of people who've worked kind of with him and I've heard nothing but great stories about him. He's very respectful. He's very talented. And it's like, he's someone who kind of really doesn't have any dirt when it comes to that type of stuff about how he treats people, adults, children, anybody. He's just a very respectful human being. And as far as Heather goes, I mean, he was very good to Heather. I mean, the stories that I would hear from her mom, I mean, of course, as you know, Steven discovered her and it was a very sweet story that of course the internet has now taken this sweet story and make it very dirty. Like, I mean, here just she was eating lunch at the MGM commissary and he came over, he was looking for his Carol Ann and he kind of looked over and saw her and he was like, that's the girl I'm looking for. That's perfect. And came over and talked to her and talked to her mom. And it was one of those really sweet stories. And of course, now with your, 2024 eyes, you can look at it and be like, oh, what a creep. He came over to this little kid. It's like, it's just kind of one of those things where, I mean, he was so respectful and kind to Heather and treated her with such care and respect and made sure she was always safe. And also just like, throughout her life, he would send her like little notes. And it's really just, they had a very sweet, respectful relationship. So it's kind of a thing. I think even about a month or two before Heather passed, I think it was Steven's 40th birthday. He was having a friend of his was making kind of like a little tribute video for him. And they reached out to Heather to kind of like say a little something, kind of like she was part of the video, like kind of everyone that he's worked with kind of said a little tiny thing for Steven. And she was asked to do it and she did it. And then like he said,
this is what we want to do. Here's the angle. You go out, you find all these people, you sit them down, you say, sum up Stephen Allen Spielberg in one word. Sum them up in one word.
Cuddly.
Unpredictable.
Whimsical.
Dirty.
Magical.
Jewish.
Passionate.
Nuts.
Connected. Engaging.
Imagination.
Youth. Oh. Nudge.
Textured.
Innovative.
34.
Dad. Loyalty.
Human.
Great.
Incredible.
Generous. Sweet. Kasha.
Magic.
Sexy.
Macabre.
Resourceful. Joyous.
Invisible.
Rosebud.
Boss.
Schmool. It's a little bit bigger than schmoll.
Astute. Especially his hiring practices.
Mashuggy. Little Mashuggy.
There you go.
I heard Marilyn Monroe did this for President Kennedy, so why shouldn't I do it for you? Happy birthday to you. Maybe everybody could sing along so it wouldn't sound so bad. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stevie. Happy birthday to you.
And then like he sent her a thank you note that we have a copy of. And the thank you note was like, it was so great seeing you in my video. I look forward to seeing you. And it was literally received 4 days before she died. So it was just a real, that she did see it, which was nice. But it's like, one of those things where, again, with Steven and Heather, like for anyone to even make any remote implication, when they had such a sweet relationship. And of course, like her mom's memory of Steven was so wonderful, and as it should be, because he was wonderful to her. And so for anyone to kind of crap on that for no reason, like zero, it's not like they found out something. It's like they just made it up, like, because he was a big producer, big director, and he must have done something to her. That's kind of the thing. And of course, he was just as close with Drew Barrymore. Has Drew ever said one thing about him other than that he was like a father figure to him? I mean, it was just, again, it's like, we don't even talk about anything in there. Cause I mean, Steven is a great guy. I've really heard nothing. It's like Steven Spielberg and like Tom Hanks. I mean, like these guys are just universally known as really kind human beings. So I think maybe when people have a squeaky clean image, that makes people want to, crap on it.
Yeah, and tear it down.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's the long answer to your question, I guess, like, why people are bringing up Spielberg in a negative way now online. I don't know. I just think maybe it's religious. I don't know. Because I think he's, maybe that's it. Because it's definitely not anything he's done. And it's probably not brought up by anyone intelligent, just to be honest.
Yeah, that's for sure. But no, I really appreciate you, Brian, sharing some of that insight and aspects that you've heard from Heather's family herself on the type of person that he is. I really appreciate that. And
tune into the buzz, it's the talk of the day. From Bravo shows to the latest celeb spree, we've got the tea, come sip it with me. Dani, Goss, and the girl, Pop Culture Exposé, we're spilling all the secrets every